Riverside County officials met on Tuesday to discuss the impacts on fentanyl in the region. They are also asking state lawmakers and the public to support a bill that would allow murder charges against people who knowingly sell or give fentanyl to someone and that person dies as a result.
Today I want to highlight a different aspect, and that is the prosecution aspect. In Riverside County at the state level, since 2021 when we started taking a tough stance on fentanyl, we have prosecuted 21 offenders and 20 cases for murder for fentanyl poisoning. That's the most in the state. We're the first to take this approach.
Riverside District Attorney Mike Hestrin and DEA Special Agent Bill Botner discussed the prosecution efforts they have taken in tackling the fentanyl crisis.
We've investigated several cases where a single drug dealer poisoned and/or killed multiple victims in the span of a couple days. Without law enforcement intervention, this cycle of drug distribution and resulting harm continues unchecked. Yesterday's sentencing of Brandon McDowell marks the third time a defendant charged with distribution resulting in death was sentenced in the Riverside branch of the Federal District Court in the past 19 months.
Also at the press conference was Matt Capelouto. He lost his daughter, Alexandra Capelouto, to fentanyl. The man responsible for Alexandra's death was sentenced on Monday in Riverside, which officials noted is rare. Capelouto carried his daughter's urn to the courthouse for the sentencing.
It was a day that we honestly thought might never happen. Justice for Alex, accountability for the defendant. We are grateful and lucky to have received any justice at all, and we know it. The drug dealer responsible for deceiving my daughter to death by selling her a counterfeit oxycodone pill made with a lethal dose of fentanyl. And I want to point out that people refer to that as an accidental overdose. There's nothing accidental, and that is not an overdose. My daughter was poisoned, and if she was poisoned, that is murder.
Other parents who have lost sons and daughters due to fentanyl also hope to raise awareness of the dangers of the deadly drug.
And when I brought the evidence over to the police department and the district attorney's office, they said there's nothing they could do about it because it was a drug overdose.
Cole and Capelouto, along with the officials present, are asking lawmakers and the public to support Senate Bill 44, also known as Alexandra's Law. They say it would be a game changer because it would allow judges to charge drug dealers for murder or intent to harm.
And this admonishment provides the evidence that's needed, which is known as implied malice. It shows that the drug dealer knows and is aware of what they are doing. They clearly know the dangers of the drugs they are pushing. Now state prosecutors have the evidence they need to charge this person with murder because they're going to be able to essentially prove this person knew the dangers of what they were doing.
Hestrin also called on Sacramento lawmakers to support local leaders and give them the resources needed to prosecute fentanyl-related deaths.
But I do want to say one thing to Sacramento and to all of our lawmakers that go to Sacramento, assembly members, senators, the governor, help us. It's time that you helped us. Help the people of your state. We're asking you to take a look and pass the laws and give us the tools to protect our citizens. It's simple as that.
SB 44 is headed to the Senate Public Safety Committee for consideration on March 22nd. Jackie Rios, NTD News, Riverside, California.